Um, so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends beyond the binary, hello and welcome. I'm Kristi, and we're gonna do. I was about to say we're gonna do video games, and we're gonna art also. But we're gonna do art in a video game. What a time to be alive. I used to do art streams like this a lot, and then I stopped for a variety of reasons. Um, I wasn't feeling it, and the idea of having to do an art stream every month because it was something I had scheduled for myself started to really weigh on me. But I've done a couple since, just little goofy things whenever I felt like it, and I felt like it this week. So we're not in past part two like we have been previously. We are instead in, if you give me just a moment to bring up the correct thing, SuchArt, Creative Genius Simulator, or Genius Creative Simulator, one way or the other. It says on the stream title. There's a streamer mode. I can't get that to work, so we're not gonna bother with it. We're just gonna do some good. We're gonna do some good painting. Let's hit continue. The unicorn has 3 dimensions, but only shows 2 of them to strangers. Which is a big mood, honestly. So here we are. So, to just sort of give you an idea of what's happening in the game, we're, in space. At some point, robots took over the vast majority of the Earth's administrative duties, which has been going pretty well for Earth and humanity in general. The only problem is that they can't do art. They can recreate things, but they can't make creative choices, is the idea. So they've hired me because my DNA says that I have the potential to become a fantastic artist. Please, nobody tell them that I too am a robot. This is an excellent grift I'm running. I even have a little pet who's sweepy right now. So I'm gonna get started by just sort of interacting with the game as it's meant to be played. But like the art streams of old, I suggest that if you have some weird thing, if you have something that you would like for me to do an art of, we can figure that out. In the meantime, let's just go into our commissions folder and see what's up here. Here's a commission from Koki Koki. Hello, it's me, Koki Koki. Koki Koki is a crab. They're called craboids, I think. They're the only other species we've found in the universe is crab folk. They're not like big crabs, they're just like regular brand crabs. Except they can type. Anyway. Hello, it's me, Koki Koki. Human art sells well in the Crabux Imperium. I want some new human art, made by you. Something typical of Earth, like a beach. The Crabux like the beaches of Earth. Human monuments sell well too. You can make art with a big human monument and a beach. For that, I'll give you an old reactor, which is still working. Okay, sure. You could have a little bit of meat on the inside as a technicality. Oh, sure. Metal and meat are basically the same word. There's just like an extra L in there. Any kind of canvas. We have two sort of canvas options. We have this one, which is for great big canvases. You can see I've sort of made an absolute fucking mess of this wall. I could clean it up with my sponge if I wanted to. I don't usually want to. I didn't... Oh gosh, I didn't expect to have company over. Oh no, oh no, oh no. And then there's the smaller easel over here, which my little friend is blocking. Hey, little friend. What human monuments would crabs like? That's the thing. I don't really know. Well, we want a monument, right? So that's got to be big. We got to go with a big canvas. Just this nice square. We have to buy our own canvases, but that's fine. They're cheap. So you want a monument on a... See, I can't think of a lot of, like, sea-based monuments. Like, there's the... I was about to say Empire State Building. That's not right. The Statue of Liberty, which is technically on its own little island, which I guess suggests that there's a beach, but I don't think it's that. There's, like, the Colossus of Rhodes, but that's, like, on cliffs. I think you just don't build monuments on beaches. I think that monuments would sink into the sand. Statue of Liberty is a crab. Yeah, okay, that's it. Thank you, got there in one. Let's clean our palette and get whatever paint we're gonna need. Nope, come here. So, what do we want with this? Iron and copper, right? So we're gonna need sort of silver. Is the Statue of Liberty... Let me bring up some reference material for the Statue of Liberty real quick. Because I want to say it's on, like, a faux gold thing. It's not even that. Like, it's just... It just kind of looks like marble. It's just... No, the Statue of Liberty is copper, which is why it's green. But the, like, plinth that it's on, I mean. Yeah, it just looks like stone. What's it called? Verdigris? Yeah, it's just like gray stone. And yeah, these pictures of Ellis Island that I'm seeing are... They're just sort of not it. There's not a beach there, it's just like some property. It's a gesture of goodwill, what humanity is displayed by America presumably and allegedly stood for before the history of thievery and bloodshed more fully came back to bite them in the ass. I mean, yeah, it was given to us by the French, and we all know that, like, French don't have hands clean. I think we just take gray from over here. Do I have gray, or is this brown? Yeah, that's brown. Okay, let's take a splash of this medium gray. Just squeeze that out. Throw that into the incinerator, you know, for later. So if it's a Statue of Liberty, it is gonna have to be that, like, bluey green. I'm trying to figure out what that would be. Probably about this? Yeah, that's Statue of Liberty green. That's a good Triumph the Insult comic dog reference that you've made that I don't feel particularly comfortable repeating. Ahead of his time, Triumph the Insult comic dog. What else do we need? Well, we need a beach. Client wants a beach, so let's give them a beach. Get some nice beach sand color. And I don't know, it's cliche, but should we do the Statue of Liberty as a crab, but like the Planet of the Apes thing? Where it's like split in half and sort of poking out of the side. Is that what we're doing? No, I think we probably need a blue for skies. That's fine. Just grab this. Get back over here. And gently scoot that up. But I think Demon Goat is on the same plane as I am. When I think about the Statue of Liberty, basically I only think about the end of Planet of the Apes. But the Statue of Liberty is teleported to the ape planet. So how do we do this? We do this back to front, right? So let's let's wash that off. Good. So we just paint the whole thing blue really quick for the sky background. This is why the back of this this staging area looks like shit, by the way, is because you need to roll her out quite a lot. And it just kind of gets everywhere. That bot. No, I don't need you to do... No. I don't need you to go mining for cryptocurrency right now, pet bot. Actually, maybe I do need you to go mining for cryptocurrency. Hey, pet bot, could you come over here? Hey, pet bot. Over this way, bud. Okay, well, you've kind of reset. Now you're just up there. Can I reach you from here? Oh, okay, I can click and drag you. That's good. We're just gonna set you down right here and have you work on a task so that you're out of my way a little bit while I'm trying to do work. Mama's trying to make money. Using her genius artist skills to help further the cause of culture and the human flash machine consortium. I don't know what we're called. There's lore in this game, and it's actually pretty good, but I have not gotten as deep into it as maybe I should have or could have. I've learned so much about composing art by watching Bob Ross, right? I like, oh, we've run out of shivering blue. That's fine. Can I just get this little, can I just get that little, I see a little bit still on there. Come on. You can do it, it's not gonna do it. So, what's next? The beach, I guess. Yeah, so I think we don't have it Planet of the Apes style. I think we do, like, just let it be... oh, I need to dry this, huh? Yep, just gonna dry this real quick. Gotta dry your painting, because if you don't dry your painting, then the colors end up mixing together. And maybe that's what you want. There's actually a pretty advanced color mixing, and it is neat. Actually, just gonna do this like this, I think. Yeah, because it's gonna be wider than it is tall. Let's just go this way. So what if the book and the torch are also crabs? I don't know. I think you're onto something. We can definitely put more crabs in here. Or I don't know. Is that against what the client wants? The client wants, like, a specifically, like, human beach. Like, an example of human art to, you know, so that it's exotic in the Crabux Imperium. It's not that humans aren't going to evolve into crabs. I don't disagree with you. All I'm saying is, you know, right now what they want is human art. And by God, I can try and give it to them. These crabs used to be bears. Is that the line? I don't know a lot about evolution, because I was raised here in Oklahoma public schools. My high school biology teacher was a minister by trade. But is it like you're humans and then the humans evolve into bears and the bears evolve into crabs? I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a lot. I should have gotten some deeper blue for the ocean down here, but I sort of didn't know how this was gonna look. I think we're looking at it pretty much dead on. I think it's like this, and then we build the plinth here, and then the crab goes on top of that. It goes fish, bird, bear, crab. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Let's use the thinner brush for sort of marking this head. Actually, let's move up. Yeah, so we can sort of be alright with what's happening here. I'm just gonna cut into these. Almost forgot to dry my paints. Okay, good. Don't need to mix it up. We're just gonna sort of go like that, like this. Yeah, that one's a little wider than the other one. That's fine, actually. It can be like this. Let me just go straight across. And just straight across like this. And I should just use the bigger brush. I wanted to outline it in the small brush, but for like the fill-in, I should just use the bigger one. It's fine. So you can use a tablet to make the art be a little easier if what you're used to is a tablet. And maybe I should be using that as sort of like practice, but I don't know. For some reason, I like using the keyboard and mouse. It just makes it feel a little more... I don't know, it makes it feel a little more gamey, and that makes it feel a little less, a little less important. Like I don't have to worry about it. Let's just go like this, and here are the stairs going up, so you get closer to the crab. Just out like this. Get me closer to crab. Da, 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 da. And yeah, I think let's actually make the whole upper plinth just a little bit lighter so you can tell the difference between the two. There we go, like that. When I move, you move. Once I heard a version of that Nine Inch Nails song, but it was about petting dog. I mean, it sounds like a pretty good version of that Nine Inch Nails song. Petting dogs is cool. Here we go, like that. And I'm trying to remember what the fuck a crab looked like. And I guess it's round. Let me real quick, I'm gonna bring up reference for a crab. I'm just gonna type the word crab into Google. So there, obviously there's a bunch of crabs. I'm looking at I'm looking at this one specifically. Hang on, let me do this. That's, ooh, well, that's not quite how I wanted that to go, but yeah. There's a crab. That looks good. I like that crab. I'm gonna make that crab. Alright, now go away so I can move my thing back. So this isn't a draw a horse from memory moment. I don't know. I want to make it. I probably could draw something that looks not unlike a crab from memory. I just kind of want to have I want to have a real go at it. So what if, let's just like sort of make the round crab shape. Let's do it like that. Sort of a bean. And how do we do this? It goes like this, right? Crabs have kind of antennae-like stalks that they keep their eyes on. I know that because of that terrible meme. If you don't know what the terrible meme is, please do not ask me about it. We'll just really fill in that space. Like that. There we go. And I guess, should the crab's legs be resting on the On the plinth? Like, I guess so, right? The... Like that? This? This feels precarious, but I guess crabs are precarious, right? They have such little leg. The crab, they have such little leg and big ol' body. Um, Actually, I guess they have claws, so we can put, like, more than one leg back here. That'll help it look a little more stable. It still won't be. This monument's a death trap. People shouldn't go to it. Fucked up how high things are, right? Like, nothing should be as tall as, like, the Statue of Liberty is. It's too big. And they shouldn't be allowed. There we go. And... what's the next thing we get? It's like we get a claw up. We get a claw up, and the claw's holding another crab with a... holding another crab, and that crab's holding a torch. Is that how this is going? I think it's like this. No, it's a little too... Nah, I think we're gonna have to abandon the, like... the smaller crab idea, and I think it's just gonna have to be a torch. Because... I gotta be honest with you, I don't know how they would do this. I'm being told that smaller crab theory is false. Which I guess is true. There is not now, nor has there ever been, a smaller crab. I guess we could put smaller crabs around the, like, the bottom? Around the thing? That's a good place for more crab. Yeah, it's like smaller Luke, except crab. Hey, if Star Wars was like all crabs, would that be fucked up or what? It'd just be Star Wars in 500 years when the crabs that humans evolved into managed to reshoot Star Wars. Is this too big for this work? Yeah, that's too big for that work. It's fine, we'll just do it the small way. It'll take a little bit more time. Star Wars takes place in a galaxy far, far away from Earth, that's true, but as a story, it's written by, you know, Earth folks. And eventually, when those Earth folks evolve into crabs, they're gonna want to remake Star Wars in their new image. For whatever fucking reason. And so they'll have to, like, remake it all with, like, crab actors. And maybe, like, they'll have some, like, a bunch of crabs in, like, human suits in, like, the cantina scene just for fun. This is a kind of a wink to, like, hey, you remember when we were these nozzles? You remember what this was like? Having only 2 legs, no eye stalks, and not even one powerful claw that can grasp and grip? Um, I guess it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like bigger than the. It's gonna be. We're gonna get into some territory. I'm gonna put like definition lines in here. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna put in some darker definition lines so that we can see where things are. I'm just doing the shape right now. So, having this, like, verdigris mint green on blue might not have been the best idea, because I am having a little trouble telling where I have and have not applied paint. I guess calling it verdigris green is redundant, hey? Because green means green, that's why it's called that. Okay. I think that's fine. Let's get another paint full of that and then drop black in it. Just make a little bit. Yeah, there it is. And just give our crops some nice outlines. Just like this. My brain sort of wanted to make these like pure black. And then I realized that that's not really. You need some really big, like, opals to make that work. And oh, it's saving. Good. The game does have a creative way of mixing paint. And I think it's really neat, honestly. Uh, it was Mox that showed me this game, and I'm very grateful to them for that, because it's rad as fuck. I sort of take some time to just go in and do some of this every now and again when I need to, when I feel I deserve a break today. It's gonna be like that. Yeah, I should actually delete some of these lines to sort of make the shading make more sense. I do deserve a break, and eating pudding with a spoon is not a bad way to make that break. It's fine, I can fix that. Um, yeah, let's just get the sort of center crab. Bit in there. Crab, crab is crab is look like hamburger though a little bit. Crab is though a little bit look like hamburger. Let's just dry that up real quick, and then we can go back in and fix my ribald and rambunctious shading. Just goes like this. Yeah. And I think actually we need to make this whole centerpiece slightly darker. Just so everyone knows that that's where the hole is. You know the hole in the crab that make it look like hamburger? This is that part. There's a hole in the middle of the crab. It can never be filled. Yeah, that's about what the crab Statue of Liberty would look like. I'll tell you what, let's actually make that a little bit more detailed. Get some very thin lines this way. Going back this way. Yeah. That's good. So let's get just a little bit more definition in all of this, actually. Let's grab that, and we'll just put some kind of suggest a stone. Kind of suggest a stone facade. We can't see the individual stones from this far, but sort of. This is saying to you, hello, this is what stone is. It is like this. Please do not ask further questions. Then I think we get the little crabs in on the corners, and I think that'll be us done. I don't need this. Let's make the crabs at the corners like gold. So we'll take this and then lighten it up a little bit. Is that how you gold? No, that's just lighter sand. Although I guess since I have that, I can make the sand look a little lighter. Some nice curves in that sand. And while I'm thinking about fucking around down here, let's grab some white. Make, like, foam breaks on the beach. Like that. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, am I going to be able to, like, get gold out of the colors I have, or do I need to get a new thing? I think I might need to go get a new thing. Well, just one, because I doubled up previously. No, that's still not it. I need to go get, like, something that's much more yellow. Probably this? Or this? This looks much brighter. Let's go with that. Oh yeah, that's gold, baby. That's what gold looks like. Let's wash that off real quick. I'm just testing. I don't want to leave a mess. I'm like some kind of monster. Yeah. So, just grab... Actually, maybe the even thinner brush is best for this, because they're going to be little. Well, maybe they're not going to be that little. They're going to be pretty little. Let's, yeah, let's just use this. And, so like right here at the corner, we got crab hamburger shape. With legs. And eye stalks. And big welcoming claws. And the same thing here on the other side. Crab hamburger. Leg. Eye stalks. Big open claws. Wonderful. Look at this. That's a masterpiece right there. This is human ingenuity all the way down. This is I'm sure exactly what the client wanted. Let's add some like filigree up here at the top. Sort of give it some gravitas. There we go. Yeah, I'm perfectly happy with this. Let's fucking ship it. Actually, I want to get some clouds. I want to get some clouds in the sky for scale. I should be using the bigger brush for this. Yeah. Like this, and we can see it goes behind. goes behind like this. I'm gonna have to patch it up because I fucked up and put the thing up there. That's fine. That one's just a bean, and we don't have to worry about it or how it looks. At me. Just a little fix. Little FX. Alright, so I didn't wait for the white to dry, and now that color's lighter than it should be. So that's good. Let's dry that off and try again. Nope, fucked it up forever. That's fine. It's a little thing. No one's gonna notice. No one's gonna notice that. It's exactly the way it should look. I'm just gonna sign it and ship it off. There we go. Nice and easy. Easy money. Draw a big crab. Draw a big crab monument. Easy money. And a package for me has arrived. That's okay. You can quit. You can quit mining credits for me. It's okay. So, I was told I would get a reactor? Could I? I'm gonna just grab that and very gently put it on the table here before I... Well... It sure looks like a reactor. I don't know if I have a place to put this. It is crab-sized. I don't know if I have anything that needs a reactor. I'm just gonna put this in my utility closet real quick, in case I happen to need a reactor for anything later. As I very gently set down this thing. Anyone have art ideas? If you don't, this is fine. I have a whole host of commissions. Human art received. I received your art. I sent the old reactor. Be careful that you don't burn yourself. Thank you. I'm very glad to receive both your thanks and your reactor. And, I hope to improve human Crabbucks relationships in the future. What else is down here? You're such a good artist. I wish there were more artists like you. I would like a jellyfish, something strange, on a big canvas. Yeah, sure. So there's two sorts of kinds of commissions. One are ones like this that are clearly, like, Markov chained. And I don't know if that's supposed to be, I don't know if that's supposed to be in-universe that it sounds like a Markov chain or what, but, these just sort of keep coming in. And then there's other ones, like, from Jonad here. God, I do not want to dive into this. Jonad's, like, really into the Crabbucks Imperium in a way that sort of suggests that he wants to, in a way that sort of suggests he would rather humankind be under Krabbuck's rule than android rule. It's weird. This is how lore is delivered mostly. Um, in the meantime, let's just paint this jellyfish. Or actually, real quick, let's step into the VR machine. So I have a virtual gallery of all the paintings I have made. And these little things are visitors. I don't believe that they are real people. I would be very surprised if they were. But we can put our art up on the wall and they can come look at it. And we get paid for that because it's by donation, attendance. There's a word my brain wants and I can't get to it. But let's put our new massive crab structure up here somewhere. Let's put it slightly further away so we can see where the hell we're going. Excuse me. Yes, pardon me. I'm coming through. I have a giant picture of a crab. Is the art a pay-per-view match? They have to pay to view it, so I guess yes, technically. There's very little conflict. Sorry, this is uneven and it's upsetting to me personally. So this is just some stuff I've done over the course of the time. This was the first one I did because your sister initially asked you, hey, draw me a cool unicorn. And then I did that. And that sort of kicked off everything. I'm a big fan of this dog. There's a very scary clown. Two bears, one of them radioactive with a scorpion tail, and the other one a koala on a swing set on a small planet. Some of the commission ideas you're given by, like, by characters are fun. And on some of them, you gotta make your own fun. You want a strange jellyfish on a large canvas. Alright. So here's the thing about jellyfish. Is that I think jellyfish are strange enough. I think there's not a lot that you can do to jellyfish to make it look more strange. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, imagine if a jellyfish had a brain. Now that would be strange. What if we make a really, just a very smart, incredibly brain-have jellyfish? What if our jellyfish was very brain-have? Let's do that. So let's get deep blue. Because their head is like a shark's fin. Come up with some, like, lighter blue for the jellyfish to be. And then you sort of very light pink for brain have. Or to have brain. And then What do I have over here? I got some stuff. Let's take this over here. And kind of bring some of these colors in too. Let's get like a really bright, like a fluorescent green. Just for fun, just to have. I think I might end up needing more of that blue. Well, okay. Gonna wipe that up. Just gonna wipe that up. It's fine. Now what? We want the deep blue. We want the deepest bluest. Its head is like a jellyfish head, I guess, except it has a brain in it. Okay. No, it's fine that you're up there, Petbot. Just like you can observe, and it'll all be fine. Just don't like get in Mom's way while she's working on her art. Is very important. Apparently, humankind needs this very much. Are we dropping frames? We're not dropping frames. I don't know why that's looking like that on my stream preview. Best not to worry about it, I guess. Oh yeah, we're gonna need some more of this. We do not have enough. How much dystopia does this game have in it? So the game has quite a lot of topia, honestly. It's everything about it is sort of primed for there to be, for you to have dystopian feels, but it's not really like that. Like, humankind is doing okay, honestly. You get calls from your, like, uncle a lot, who's just sort of out in a space RV exploring the galaxy. Is that the same color? That doesn't look like the same color. That is absolutely not the same color. Oh no. How do I fix this? Just like, shh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't want it to be like this. No, I just wiped out my white and black too. That's not fantastic. So, like, your uncle's out in a space RV, just exploring the galaxy and sending you weird shit. And that's fun. We're sort of locked in our room, but everything's provided for us. So, like, including, you know, fulfillment psychologically, like with our art. Like, we can see Earth down there, and it's not, like, exploded or anything. Like, there's a Beeberg restaurant in the ship, so, you know, that's good. If we ever want to go down to Beeberg. We can't actually go to Beeberg, and I sort of wish we could. I do sometimes wish you could just erase the paint, but that's not how painting works. Petbot. No, Petbot. Okay, now. You can be in my way, but you're just gonna get painted on. That's your decision that you're making, Petbot. go like that. That looks good. We're just gonna dry all that real quick. Professional's tool, the hairdryer. Where did Petbot go? You can't see the Petbot. That is the most dangerous time. Oh, okay. You're up there. That's fine. So... How does a jellyfish look? I recently learned that it's important to wear gloves while working with oil paints because they're very poisonous. When I have painted, I've painted in acrylic, and now I'm very happy to know that I was correct in doing that and not painting with oil and becoming poisoned. We're just gonna go like this. So here's a jellyfish. This is what a jellyfish looks like. Okay, need some more. So like, I guess my question is, do we just put the brain in the jellyfish? Do we just put the brain inside the jellyfish like regular style, or do we embiggen the jellyfish so that there's a place for the brain to go? Like, it will sort of make it lumpy or to brain have. Can I fill it? Can I fill it? Can I fill it? Can I fill it? I cannot fill it. Every leg is a brain thing. I can make every leg a brain thing, I guess. That's terrifying, and I'm gonna need more of this color that I'm now calling jellyfish blue, but sure. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I like that idea a lot. So let's go get some more jellyfish blue real quick. And we can just make that the decision. Nope, that's not the color. That's not it. Get out of here. Go away. Is it this other one? Yeah, that's it. Okay. So every leg a brain thing. So we're gonna do this and have the nice jellyfish tangles, right? And then at the bottom there's gonna be this huge ovular space for it to have a brain in. Actually, just let me draw those in. Real quick. Just so I sort of know what that's gonna look like. Get a couple back here in the back. Just slightly further away. That's what perspective is like. Please do not question it. I'm not sure I know how acrylics work, but I think it's in general good to paint with gloves and avoid eating around the paint if you don't know exactly what's up with the paint. That's probably pretty good general advice. When I was doing the art streams where I did, like, physical actual painting in the real world, I know that I did start to get a little... If I went on for slightly too long, I got kind of fumey. And felt weird. Let's get the small ones in, and then we'll use the bigger brush to do the larger ones in front. I was about to say you probably shouldn't, like... You should try not to ingest anything you're painting with. But you can paint with basically anything, right? Like, if you wanted to, you could paint with food, like in Rocket Man. And that'd probably be okay to eat. Maybe I don't suggest it, but... In the same way that I don't necessarily suggest watching the film Rocket Man. Hey, do you remember Harlan Williams? You remember how Harlan Williams had that, like, moment in the sun? It's like, you know what we as a nation want right now is someone so all comedy that he sort of goes back around to not being comedy. Let's use the smaller one. Just get that in. And actually, I think after we fill in this little bubble, I'll take our break, because it's 10 o'clock, and then we'll come back and we'll finish this jellyfish. Yeah. Now that's a brain jelly. Toe to tip, you can't say it's not. So I'm stretching my back. We're gonna go to the BRB for just a little bit. Before we do that, I want to take the opportunity to remind you that Black Lives Matter, that Indigenous lives and lands matter, and that the lives of people of color matter. That we are still in the middle of a massive push for civil rights in this country as Black Americans fight for basic human rights and dignity. We have some links that we would like for you to look at under the donate command, are organizations that are helping people on the ground right now. The Bail Fund Network is helping keep protesters out of jail. The Okra Project and Black Trans Travel Fund getting food, supplies, and transportation out of dangerous situations to Black, trans, and non-binary people. And the Black Hills Legal Defense Fund, a legal fund for the Lakota people who are attempting to take back their land, the mountains that in English are called Six Grandfathers, which were stolen by America as every inch of the country was stolen, arbitrarily renamed to Mount Rushmore, and had white slave owners' faces blown into it with dynamite. If for whatever reason you think that your money is better spent more locally, every single state is built on uh, land thefted from Native Americans. So if you do a little research, you will certainly find a movement like this nearer to you. We have a second command, which is action. Things that you can do to be of some use right now. Petitions you can sign, letters you can write to your lawmakers, your local lawmakers, and the ACLU Racism and Policing Correspondence course, which I highly recommend. A quick correspondence by email course detailing the history of policing in this country, why police are terrible at the things that they claim to be good at, and horrifyingly good at the things that we wish they would never do. We think these are good starting off points, but do your own research, do your own searches, because you should find some way to give your energy to the civil rights movement, because this is everybody's responsibility. Building a better world is everyone's fight, and we all need to get there together. And to do that, we have to battle white supremacy wherever we find it, globally, locally, and within ourselves. We're going to go to the break now and run some ads. It'll be 3 to 5 minutes. We have no stance on you blocking those ads. Stand up, stretch your legs, get some water, do whatever self-care is important to you. And we will catch you back here in just a little bit. Please join us then. So, hey, it turns out that I don't know things. It turns out that the streamer dashboard on Twitch that I have was missing the button for 3-minute ad break, which is the one we usually use, and I've been running 1-minute ad breaks this whole time. It sort of doesn't matter. We just run them to sort of give the stream a shape and give people an opportunity to go take care of whatever it is that they need to take care of in their lives. But I have been fucking it up, so there's that. We're back now. Let me get some music on. I've been thinking this whole time. It's like, it's a little quiet, isn't it? And it is. Normally, when I play a game like this, I put some music on for myself, and I can't put my. Okay, so Pretzel apparently wants me to sign up again, so that's good. I'm not gonna do that, Pretzel. You fucked up. We only have an hour. I can use my Tony Hawk Grinder playlist. Here's the thing. Maybe I shouldn't call it a Tony Hawk Grinder playlist. Maybe that's a bad thing to call it. I should call it something else, I think. The playlist that I used when I played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Because I chose it specifically so that I wouldn't have to worry about copyright issues. And I have it all in one folder. I just need to figure out where that folder is. It's this one. It's the one that says skate music. And Just scroll all of this in and add to VLC media playlists. And I don't know if VLC media playlist right now, but it should pop up on its own. I'm gonna have to take a second to adjust it, and then we'll draw these jellyfish brains. It's gonna be popping up any second. I can just wait for it, I guess. Let's draw some brains. We got this nice pink brain have color. We just put the whole thing in like that. I'm pretty sure this is how brains look. I'm pretty sure it's almost like that. VLC just doesn't want to boot. Oh well. I just learned that there's a failed Venus probe from 1972 that's predicted to fall back to Earth in one piece between 2023 and 2025 because it's a Venus probe and Earth re-entry is nothing to it. It's still stuck in low Earth orbit. So, did it even get to Venus and then it came back, or did it not make it to Venus, or was it not designed to get to Venus? I don't quite understand that. It didn't leave low Earth orbit because that's where it failed. Okay, gotcha. That's wild. When did it go up? From 1972, you said. Right. Is it big enough that we're going to have a problem with it? Is it big enough to where it's gonna like crash land on a floating target in the middle of the ocean, and if it does, then we all get a free Taco Bell taco or whatever? Cosmos 482 was an attempted Venus probe which failed to escape low Earth orbit. It is expected to crash back to Earth between 2023 and 2025. Its landing module, which weighs 495 kilograms, is highly likely to reach the surface of the Earth in one piece, as it was designed to withstand 300 Gs of acceleration and 100 atmospheres of pressure citation. Well, that's a new thing for me to worry about. That's terrifying. Thank you. Actually, let's get the smaller one for the smaller thing. You know, brain sort of looks like Australia if you squint at it. Or maybe Australia looks like a brain. You ever think about that? How brain and Australia look basically the same? It makes you think about Australia and also brains. So, maybe I should have brought up an anatomical model of brain, or indeed a jellyfish. But I didn't do that. because, I don't know, we're just vibing. We're just vibing drawing these weird jellyfish brains. Let's mix that together. Make a champagne glass and get some brain wrinkles in there so you know it's a brain. I think brains don't look like this. Like, now that I've thought about it and sort of looked at them for a second, I'm pretty sure brains don't have... I'm pretty sure brains aren't this way. I feel like I'm doing a good job with the wrinkles, though. A little bit. It's very fluid in a way I enjoy the jellyfish. Good. I'm glad you are enjoying the way the jellyfish is. I tried with what I knew would be limited success to try and make it look like it's blooping, but it's sort of not blooping. Oh. Oh, okay, there we go. I was about to say, you're not gonna let me paint my, my pet bot? That just seems weird to do. I kind of wanna... do this up here with the jellyfish and have it be like one of those like very deep sea jellyfish that have like Christmas lights all over them. I watched Blue Planet once. And it was very important to me. Specifically the like deep sea episode. Like, because it's fucked up down there. And we sort of can't stop it. Like, even if we wanted to, which I don't think we do, like, trying to stop what's down there is, it's a fool's errand. What I'm trying to say, I guess, is that the deep sea is terrifying. that we shouldn't even fucking send cameras down there. We should just sort of let the deep sea go ahead and settle its own problems. Because sometimes we find whales with great big chunks out of them, and we don't know what does that. Let me stop thinking about the deep sea and send this jellyfish off to Jamail. I hope Jamail enjoys their jellyfish. Your painting is on its way to its new owner. Wonderful. Unanswered. What do we want? My dear, very dear September, says Daphnia, I am told that you are a promising human talent, an emerging figure in the post-autonomous movement. Very good. Congratulations. I myself am considered a pioneer of a movement, and I wonder, how can anyone compare your doodlings with my art? I wonder, yet I cannot find any answers. Well, to each their own, I guess. I don't mind. Just remember, it takes more than a few rough strokes of paint to pretend to make art. You're just jealous. I know, right? Hi, Bad Road. Also, hi, Andy. Um... I am Katok, says Katok. I find things for the Curiosities Gallery for Her Majesty the Queen of the Crabbucks Imperium. We want more curiosities from Earth. Please paint something human for us. I will pay you 245 credits. That's not a small chunk of money. We've done a couple of big paintings. Let's do a small painting. Oh, do I have any spare canvases? I do not. I do not have spare canvases currently. I need to just go and order one up. I don't know. What's a human thing? Root beer, I guess? Is that a crab or a fleshy? It's a crab. So, I sort of went over the broad strokes of the lore earlier, but the short version is that we are doing art because the robots that control most of the Earth down there can't really do it themselves. They can just recreate stuff. And the peoples of Earth have recently come into contact with the Crabbucks. They're crab people. They seem quite nice. Does that crab dress up in a skin suit and go to fleshy conventions on the weekends? I find that question uncomfortable, and so I'm not going to answer. Let's make our new palette for this drawing of, I guess, root beer. So, how do we do this? We need a brown, probably. What brown we want? See, the thing is we need two browns, and one needs to be very distinct from the other. So I guess we'll make this the wood. And make the other one the root beer. Yeah. Let's grab some orange for the background, I guess. In Deep Space Nine, Quark identified root beer as being extremely human, so this is apparently a valid choice. Yeah, that was the reference I was making. I wasn't really sure if I was making it correctly. I'm happy to see that I was. And just some white. I really did just pull A and W colors, huh? Okay, thank you for saving. Been a while since I've watched Deep Space Nine. Demon Goat and Friends just finished Star Trek The Next Generation. I hope that was good. People seem to think it's good. I've watched basically none. Okay. So let's just... Nice orange background. You see, I should have got some yellow in there too. It's fine, I can come back with it later. Just blow dry that. Don't know why my preview's that far behind when I'm not losing frames. That's weird. Okay. So, I should use some of the... Do I have any of the jellyfish colors left? Yeah, I do. Let's bring you over here. No, 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 don't be like this. Come on. Just get out of my way. I just want to move. Oh, that's fun. Oh, it's got momentum. It's slidey. Good. Just gotta move this one step at a time. Just one little bitty step at a time. There we go. Get it nice and in space. There we go. Star Trek Next Generation is fun because it's basically a cartoon. What's particularly cartoony about it? Like my only real I was about to say that and then I realized it's a lie. I was about to say the only real information I have about... I shouldn't have filled my brush up that much. About Star Trek The Next Generation was that book on tape and comic thing that I had for a while. That I got at a vintage stock. But I thought about it for a second and then it turned out that I didn't actually have that. That I was lying to myself. It's like I had it, but it wasn't like... It wasn't that. It wasn't Next Generation. In actuality, it was not Dunk. It was original series. That's probably good. I can fill more in here in a second once I get the root beer in. TNG is a cartoon in the way that the plot works, and it also loves to do slapstick comedy. And the moral of Star Trek TNG is that friendship is the real treasure. Alright. Maybe I should watch. Well, that just sort of undid all of my good work, didn't it? Let's just use the smaller brush. I'm just gonna... I fucked this whole thing up, huh? Yeah, I fucked this, like, all the way up. Let's push this like this. There we go. Should have just done this in the first place. But I didn't. Because I am bad at art. Okay, there we go. And that should give me enough elbow room that I can work the bigger brush. There we go. I mean, now I do have to redraw the whole, like, thing around it. The whole glass that I made. But that's fine. I can just do that. Here we go. Nice and curvy at the bottom. Lol. Then we get a handle. Gotta be a big handle. Get like a root beer stein like you get. There we go. I'm gonna have to delete that line here in a second, but that's okay. Next Generation is really interesting to me because it kind of feels like a found family type narrative throughout. I mean, I think that's sort of the point. Again, I'm not very up on Star Trek, but I feel like a lot of the Star Trek sort of are like that. Because they're about, you know, they're about having to rely on people who you become close to rather than being people you're supposed to follow without question. There we go. It's just by the very nature of working together very far, very, very far from home. Is it gonna be like this? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. That's like what foam looks like, right? Foam looks like this. I mean, it does. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. This is what foam looks like. The foam's spilling a little bit, but that's how you know it's good, right? Something, something, good head. Make your own joke. I'm tired. I think we just do some like this. Do some like this for carbonation bubbles to make it make sense that there's this much fucking foam. I thought you were gonna draw a face on the side. I thought about it for a second after you said it. But like, I'm already sort of in the weeds on how this is a mug. Like, it's clearly a mug, but like this should be frosted, I think, and so the color should be different, and that, like, all of that's true. I just don't want to fuck with it. I don't want to try and figure out what colors of paint I need to mix right now for that to be the way it looks. I'm gonna get some just dandelion-ass yellow for this counter. Hang on. Just let me thicken up the side of it. The table side. Don't I have some yellow over here that I was using for the... yeah, but not a lot. Maybe that'll be enough. Let's try it. We can always try, and then we can always fail. Oh yeah, that's not enough. Let's just go get some yellow. Like you. That's reasonable. It's just like that. And you don't need to question it. I saw the... Speaking of mugs, I guess, I saw the trailer for, like, the Cuphead show that they've been, like, trying to make for the last... It feels like 10 years. They finally have a trailer for it. And I probably wasn't going to watch it anyway. Netflix is making a show based on the video game Cuphead. And they had to take, because Cuphead is literally just like a boss rush, they had to take some liberties with how, did I get rid of that? Yeah, let's just throw it in the incinerator. Actually, let's incinerate all the things in the incinerator. Had to take some liberties with just how the whole system that they have worked. And, I don't know, they gave the devil, like, this really fey voice, and there's still King Dice in there, and he still, like, looks like Cab Calloway, despite the, like, the fact that all of the tropes that they're pulling off are sort of problematic in themselves. I think I'm fine without it. There you go. K-Talk. Have this wonderful picture of human root beer. Another small one before we jet out. Someone for something fun. No. You know, I haven't always been like this, says Daphneia, who just insulted us very badly. I have one thing that I'm allowed to say back, which is, excuse me? Very good. The Queen may look at it. Now I will finish the collection. You have the 245 credits. Goodbye. Okay, great. I haven't always been a... Or are you calling me a cocky fool? I don't understand this setup. Don't pretend like you don't understand. I haven't always been like this. That's because deep down I've never liked art, painting, and drawing. I wanted to grow plants and raise aminals, but no, my grandfather had to be an artist and leave me his studio. Daphneia, he whispered in a hoarse voice. Daphneia, my granddaughter. You are a genius artist. I can feel it. You must continue my work where I am about to leave it. I never had the courage to refuse or to stop. There was so much hope in his eyes, you know? That is sad. I'm a stranger. I'm a stranger to you. We're just gonna let you come back with something. In order to not betray his last wishes, I did everything I could to become what I am now. I've spent my life stepping on other people and despising artists who are happy to do what they do. Those whose DNA is expressed in colors and brushes where mine wanted fields and bio-tomatoes. Will you stop that? I assure you I am not interested. No, go ahead. Sell your studio. Change your life. Or don't sell the studio because space is at a premium, but, like, just get some hydroponics gear. Weed's legal now. It's actually, like, pretty solid to get into. Yes, you're right. I've been wrong all along. I'm going to sell my studio and buy a vegetable plantation. What's the point of going on for Grandpa's sake if I can't stand what I'm doing? September, thank you for opening my eyes. Forget everything I ever told you. You're a great artist and a perfect leader for the post-autonomous movement. I'm off to plant tomatoes. Like, good. I'm glad. I hope one day you commission me to make just a really big tomato. We'll see how that goes. Paint the... Fuck you. I'm not gonna paint the soul for you. You can eat shit. Draw hate with a 3D aspect. I'm not going to do that either. Something bold. No. You're the crab person. I don't want to do that. You're the person who is a crab. They were looking for an excuse, and I'm happy to give them an excuse. Like, I want them to be very happy with the tomatoes that they, you know, apparently very much wish to grow. I need more human art. The art of the human's machine sells for less. I want a landscape of the earth with salt water. For that, I will give you the bone of a gobulon, which is a fish. Sure. So we can get a landscape of the earth real quick. We can just make that happen. How do we want... Come on. Come on. Angle back. What's with the ocean today? Well, the crab folks like the ocean because, of course, they're, you know, they're from the water. They can survive on land, but, you know, they come from the water. Go back to the water, turn the world around. All right, I have this. Let's just go ahead and spray paint the hell out of this canvas. We'll call this Ocean Spray. I think that's a joke, but I'm not sure. Got some on the window, that's fine. I should probably upgrade my pet bot so that it can clean surfaces for me, but that's expensive. Just like this. It's right there at the top. Okay. Are they crab people or a different crustacean that carcinized? We don't know. Well, they're not quite crab people. Hang on, let me show you this picture. Because we're basically just seeing the eye stalks because it's a profile picture, but we have a larger view. So they're mostly crab. And then instead of like proper claws, they've got tentaclites. Tentaclites coming out of the sides. I've been going with traditionally crabbed claws crab, but this is properly what it should be. In hell am I drawing? So here's the ocean. We did get there. And I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go like this. Actually, we'll go a little higher than that. Little higher. And I think what I want to do is like a point of view so that the Crabbucks can really get a feel for how we humans, which is what I definitely am. Please don't tell my grant associates how we interact with the water, and that it's mostly like you got a beach and you got a towel. Like this. This is what a towel looks like. It is a white square on a beach. We can probably be fancy. We can probably put some stripes on that so that it reads more like a towel. Hang on. Not you. Just make sure the stripes are even on both sides, because the stroke starts really thin. I don't understand how the game is controlled. With a keyboard and a mouse is the thing. I call them the crabs people because they can write letters and commission art, which is fair. Those are the two things that you need in order to be considered a person legally, is to be able to write letters and commission art. Oh. Our fame is growing. Fame brings you new clients and more visitors to your gallery, along with making commissions more profitable and paintings you put up for sale in the marketplace easier to sell. Yeah, so if we didn't want to do the, edit? Yeah. If we didn't want to do the... the thing that we've been doing where we take commissions, we could just choose to paint whatever and then just throw it up for auction, and then presumably someone would buy it. This got a leg there. Leg's got a foot on it. Then we come up here, we get, guess what? Guess what it is? It's a whole nother leg. It's a whole second leg. Humans, we got two. We got two of them. We got two legs. We know you crab folks. You got more than two. You got more than two legs. You got tentaclites. And listen, that's great for you. We're glad it works out. But down here, we're happy with just our whole two legs. I remembered the big gnome. I remembered the big gnome sketch the other day, so I went and watched the big gnome sketch. And I couldn't I have not been able to stop, like, talking in that voice for, like, a while. We have 10 toes. How many toes does a crab have? You know, that's good. That's good to ask. I don't know. Like, is it a thing where, like, crabs have, like, fingers? Like, are the points on the bottom of a crab foot technically fingers like horses? And therefore a crab has 6 toes in total? Aha, total. There we go. I think this is good. I think I'm fine with shipping this off. Send painting to Cookie Cookie. And then presumably Cookie Cookie will send us back a fishbone. I got like halfway through painting this tree. And then I did get bored of painting the tree. Oh, it's in the large. It's in the large pile. Oh, that's very large, actually. Hey, Koki? How big is this fish? How big is this fish? Could you give me a solid on how big this fish is? Oh, this doesn't stay on the wall, huh? Does it stay on a wall that isn't that wall? Is that just a bad wall? No, it just doesn't stay on a wall. Okay, so now I do just have this whole bone. Just kind of taking up bone space. Okay. Good. That's where that goes now. Thank you. Okay, so we got this bone. It's a pretty sweet bone, you might say. How did Toki feel about it? How did Koki feel about it? I received your art. I sent your Gobelin bone. Thank you. Well, you know, I don't know what I expected, but it should have been this. This has been good. I've had some fun drawing some ocean-themed pictures, with y'all. I think that's good. I think I'm gonna... I was literally about to save and quit. SuchArt. Alright. We're just gonna save and we're gonna exit. And that's gonna be it for the evening. Let me hit the button that makes the outro screen happen. Alright. Thank you all so much for joining me. I've been Kristi, one of 5 women who stream on this channel, along with my wife Katie and her sisters Annie and Alice and Sue. We stream 6 days a week on the channel, so if you want to interact with the follow button, you can get notified when we go live and see all the stuff we do. Let me run down our schedule real quick, which is at schedule.truck.community. What are we doing? Tomorrow, Annie is playing Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. On Wednesday, all things presumably going well, Bad Road will be playing Legacy of Kain Defiance on his channel, twitch.tv/badroad. Go watch, is very nice, before our stream, and then our stream. Sue's going to be starting Shin Megami Tensei 4, the re-release that just came out for the Switch. What? I'm sorry? It's 5, and it's not a re-release, so I fucked that up twice. Good for me. She's interested in seeing if that game is okay to play in a modern context in a way that the Persona series continually isn't. So stop in for that. Thursday, before our stream, I see that Andy is playing Strange Horticulture as a makeup stream because they couldn't do that tonight. I don't know a lot about that game. It's a plant-based Cthulhu-like, I think. I went and looked at the trailers, but I didn't dive deep into it. I'm very excited to see what it might be. And if you are also excited to learn that, come go to twitch.tv/andemonium at 6 p.m. Central on Thursday. And then after that stream, it's a visual novel about Victorian murder mystery stuff. Okay, cool. And then after that, at our usual time, Alice is going to be playing more Spiritfarer with Mox. On Friday, Katie is going to be starting a new thing. Whatever that is, not on the schedule yet. We'll figure it out. Saturday, we don't stream, but over on twitch.tv/xenonfiber, someone will be playing Kingdom Hearts 2002. The original. The first and brightest. Sunday, presumably, if everything lines up the way that we want it to, there's going to be more Dusk City Outlaws, more tabletop role-playing with all of us as some career criminals try to get rid of a zombie problem. So that was fun last week. Hopefully we will be able to continue that, or if not, we'll see what else we can do. And then Monday, I'll loop back around to me. Presumably Andy will play more Strange Horticulture, because Monday is his usual time slot. And that is apparently the plan. Yes, good. And then next Monday, I'm going to be starting the next long play thing, which I'm very excited about. It's Metroid Dread the new Metroid game. And I'm going to be doing that with some of the folks in the house, because I really like Metroid games and they really like the lore of Metroid games. So we're gonna talk about them. We're gonna talk about those games and how they connect up with this one. So that's the schedule. Again, you can find that at schedule.truck.community, along with the links to the rest of our stream team: Andemonium, Xenon Fiber, Riz Plays Games, and Bad Road. Great streamers, worthy of your time and attention. And if you want to see some more of us, there's the YouTube, which I've spelled wrong in the chat. It's youtube.truck.community, where our VODs live. We've been doing this for just a little over 5 years, and the vast majority of those VODs live there, except for some that just kind of vanished. It happens, unfortunately. There's a lot of great stuff there, so if you ever need to just binge watch something, there's worse choices. I haven't said it for a while, but this music you're hearing is Clock Tower off of Spaced Off. You can find this music at xenonfiber.bandcamp.com. I suggest you check out that album and the rest of the music there, because it's very good. I think that's everything. Thank y'all so much for joining me. And until I see you next time, stay safe. Night.